Alrighty. G'day, legends. TJC Sports here. Welcome back to another legendary NRL live stream reaction here. It has just kicked off here. The Sydney Roosters versus the Brisbane Broncos at Suncorp Stadium here. I hope you're all having an amazing night and are doing all right after what was a really average game last game here, as we have the Roosters taking on the Broncos. Brisbane Broncos end up with the ball for the first time in this game, legends, as I am commentating here a minute into it, folks. Sorry about the delay. They were just so tight between each other, and getting the stream up was just, it wasn't easy, legends. But we've done it. I achieved it. That's all we need to know, right? That's all we need to know. We got it done. Come on, together, teamwork, folks. The lineups as the Brisbane Broncos attack here as it follows. Reece Walsh at fullback, Selwyn Cobbo and Jesse Arthurs on the wings. Katoni Staggs and Shabatsky are in your centres today, with Ben Hunt and Adam Reynolds in the halves. Patrick Carrigan and Payne Haas are the props, with Corey Pakes at number 9. Jack Gozowski and Jaden Hunt to the second row, because Brendan Pincora is out. Kobe Hetherington is the lock today, with Billy Walters, Corey Jensen, Xavier Wilson and Martin Tapau on the interchange. Tyson Smoothie is your 18th man. As the Sydney Roosters receive the ball here with a good tackle on Billy Smith here, we have James Tedesco at fullback with Daniel Tupou and Dom Young on the wings. Robert Toyer and Billy Smith are your centres. Sandon Smith and Hugo Savala are the halves, with Nat Butcher and Nafel White in the props. Connor Watson is the number 9 today, with Angus Crichton and Seo Wong in the second row. Celeste Fouquetti is your lock, with Victor Radley, Zach Docker-Clay, Blake Steep and Spencer New on the bench. Victor Radley, late bringer to the bench instead of being the starting player. Surprising stuff there, legends. And it looks like we have ourselves a penalty here for the Roosters. It was a shoulder charge there from Selwyn Cobbo. Oh, dirty, legends. Dirty, deary old me there from them. And now the Sydney Roosters get it from the Broncos is 40 here. Could we see the upset coming up? Forward jumps in and says, that last game was terrible. Let's go Broncos. I agree, and let's go, mate. Jason Ritter says, up the Roosters. Roosters 1-12. Sydney Roosters 1-12. It's probably going to be 1-12 if they do win, legend. Broncos 30 plus says Mr. It's Me. Hey, very confident in your team, aren't you? You got to defend this set first, though. Bunny's Guy 21 says, yo, Bunny's Guy 21. Great to see you in the chat, legend. All right, Sydney Roosters. Nat Butcher. Tackle from in front of the line here. We go over to the left here. It's a good pass to Sandon Smith. Back over to Angus Crichton now. Angus Crichton around here. Crichton pushing on forward here. Crichton spun around there. Crichton right in front of the line, and he's kept away there. He may not have a finger, but he does tend to linger in terms of talent around the field any game he plays. Broncos by 20, says Buttersgo. We've got a lot of pro Broncos tipping in the chat here, legends, from everybody. Lots of very pro Broncos ones. Roosters held above the try line here. Just 3 more left. Here we go to the left. James Tedesco. Daniel Tupou. And Tupou loses it backwards here. I think it could have been a strip there for a double player there. And yet, the referee says it. Penalty, 2-1 tackle strip. Multiple players in the tackle strip. I hate both these clubs, but it's Broncos by default because of the rivalry with the Chooks. I was born in Brisbane. Of course, legend. You can't like either team, right? But you can pick a preference, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. Picking a preference, man. Good on you. Hugo Savala playing his first game at the starting halfback role for the Sydney Roosters, dislodging it from Chad Townsend. We go to the right, Sandon Smith. To the right, Robert Toyer, and he's kept up before he could break through the line there, legends. Back to the left again here, Sandon Smith. Gets it short to Nat Butcher. A team that has struggled in the past. What's your favourite pizza? Probably Meat Lovers, Mr. It's Me. Probably Meat Lovers. I hate both these clubs, but it's, William Hunt says, let's go Friday night footy with TJC 2025. Let's go Chooks, mate. You just named 2 very legendary things there. Let's go, our top donator, Will. We absolutely love you here on the channel, man. Hey, up the Cowboys this week, right? Let's go. Yeehaw! Maybe they'll be the only Queensland winners for all we know. Roosters unable to break through there. It looks like a knock-on from none other than the most experienced fullback, or one of them in our game, James Tedesco, losing it. Broncos now with the feed and the scrum here, legends. And hey, Mel's also in the chat. Good to have you here, Mel. We got Mel, we got William. We've got all the classics coming in, legends, at the moment. Gamat Shabaski there. Just putting himself to the 20 here. He goes short over to the right here. I mean, down the left now, it's a run caught out by Patrick Carrigan. Payne Haas, he had a disappointing game by his standards last week, Payne Haas. Didn't do as much as he normally does, but he'll look to rectify that this week. Pakes then, paying the price here. Pakes with the stakes there. To the KFC, we go to Patrick Carrigan. Kentucky Fried Carrigan. Can we see that on the menu? Or will it be chicken? Or rooster, I guess. Kentucky Fried Rooster. Adam Reynolds clears in the air over to the right here, and it ends up with Daniel Tupou. Tupou running around through the middle here. He's flipped around there. Look, he's carried like a newborn baby there by the Brisbane Broncos there. They're nurturing him into adulthood where he'll be beaten by them. Dom Young then, which would then, I guess, make this game borderline child abuse. Jeez. They got their 5p. Exactly, William. They got their 5p. It just wasn't the type that they thought they would get, legend, you know? It just wasn't the type they thought they would get, bro. They thought, oh, we're going to get 5p after the 4p. You did, just not the way you thought, bro. Best 5p of all time. I'm willing to put the Panthers as the greatest. I agree. High in the air here, Dom Young. And, Reece Walsh. Was that an error, Paul? The referee says no. No. Okay, the referee says it was backwards. All right, Reece Walsh gets out of jail there. Lucky him. He must have rolled a good number there in his game, in his monopoly of rugby league. Brisbane Broncos win themselves a penalty as well. It just gets worse and worse here in this game of Lies Dice here. Angus Crichton shaking his head right now. Adam Reynolds to take the kick. And it goes over to the 40 here, legends. Sure Doodles, poor Panthers. Poor Panthers indeed, Mel. Poor Panthers. But, hey, to be fair, they've been real cocky the last 4 years. Let's face it, they're just getting a little bit of the taunting that they do. You know, like, nothing against it. It's not too personal there. I don't hold much against them. Over to Shabaski here. Gamat Shabaski here. Shabaski tackled. We go to the right. Oh, dearie me. Hunt goes short there. Ben Hunt, what a player he is there. Playing so much better than he did when he was at the Dragons. On the 40 now. Payne Haas. No, he's not going to pass to Payne Haas. Pakes is going to go alone there. I'm not too sure what he was trying to do there. Ben Hunt to Carrigan. Patrick Carrigan now. Carrigan moves forward here. Carrigan kept back by the Roosters here. Roosters now. Roosters on the 20. Go to the right. Ben Hunt. Over to Reynolds. Reynolds to Walsh. Katoni Staggs. Kicks low. Roosters here. Angus Crichton's allowed to run with it now. Angus Crichton goes to the ground here. Angus Crichton, legends. Run as fast as you can. You can't catch them. They're the Sydney Roosters, man. Chook. Cock-a-doodle-doo. All I hear throughout it all as they keep on going, legends. They'll run till you can't see them no more, folks. Till there's dust bunnies being left. Not that they're a fan of bunnies. They'd tear them apart if they could. Now over to the right here. Roosters. A gap is opening up on that edge. Dom Young's allowed to run with it here. Gets it back to James Tedesco. James Tedesco goes. Tedesco goes, and he blows over to the 10-meter line of the Broncos end here. Hugo Savala gets it to Sandon Smith. Sandon Smith kicks it to the far left here. And Daniel Tupou's there for the line. And Cobo will collect. And Selwyn Cobo's tossed out of play. What a tackle from Billy Smith. Billy Smith. Cobo absolutely torn over there. That was unbelievable reaction speed from Billy, and he has put himself in that pole position to take them down. Roosters with heavy pressure. Come on, Chooks, says William Hunt. Come on, Roosters, says Jason Reader. We got some come on, Chookies. We don't have any come on the Broncos yet. Bronx have half the national team playing for them. And yet, look what the Roosters are doing, legend. We have another penalty. Okay, here is a question. If your team gets a 4-peat, would you be cocky as a fan? I mean, I'd probably be cocky, but I'll tell you now, legend, I'd respect the fact that at the end of the day, losing is part of rugby league, and I'll be grateful for the era we went through, legend. Like, Panthers fans have to remember that, at the end of the day, you had your great era. If this is the end of it, then I say that you remember that era fondly, because it's not going to be... It never lasts forever. It never lasts forever, legends. Never. If you think it'll last forever, you're crazy. You're crazy. That'd be like Para thinking that the 80s would last forever. You look back on it now and laugh, but it would be the same equivalent. The same kind of ha ha ha. I imagine that people talk about the Dragons now, but it doesn't last forever. It's a period, legends, and many clubs have periods. It's about being able to go through those periods, legends. Does Cobbo origin remind you of corn on the cob? Oh, absolutely, Mr. It's Me. He's always corn on the cobbo here on the channel, legend. Always corn on the cobbo, bro. Never won't be. And they're taking the penalty, and they get the penalty here. Hugo Savala puts the Roosters in front by 2 at Suncorp Stadium. This is a massive moment for them in this game, legends. Remember, though, the Chooks led against the Broncos. It was by 6, I believe, maybe 4, but still, they led by it, and they messed it up. They messed it up last time. It was ended up being an absolute smashing in favor of the Broncos. So, early days, don't be saying anything just yet in this one, legends, but the Roosters can be proud of the fact that they do lead for now. And with small help, thanks to Corn on the Cobbo, because, yes, he did get taken out of play by Billy Smith. Billy Smith, speak of the devil, over to the right here. Nafua White will run in there now. Nafua White, ladies and gentlemen, big fan of him as a prop, folks. Sandon Smith looks to get it to Daniel Tupou here. Roosters, his highest point scorer there. He goes over through the middle here. We then go short over to Nat Butcher here, looking to butcher his competition there. Hunt gets him down with help from Patrick Carrigan, one of the biggest leaders in Queensland at the moment, legends. Barabas Raiders. Unfortunately, William Hunt, we are unable to get to the Raiders game as I do have uni class at the same time, and obviously I can't go from Parramatta to uni within what would be a few hours, legend. So unfortunately, that'll be one of maybe 2 games, probably maybe even the only game we missed this year, William, unfortunately. Would have liked to have made it, but it just wasn't doable. We'll be streaming tomorrow, William. It'll be the only stream tomorrow, I think. And oh, goodness me, we have a try for Billy Smith. The Roosters lead 6-0. The Roosters lead 6-0 at Suncorp Stadium with a kick to come. The underdogs reigning supreme here so far. Broncos not up for them at the moment. And Billy Smith, mate, what a player he is. He has absolutely torn them apart to open up this game here. It's Billy Smith versus the world at the moment, legends. My theory was beat Chook. Surely that Bronx team can beat them too. Surely. You'd think surely, Mel. You'd think surely, but not at the moment. You little beauty. And Billy Smith completely outdoes Reece Walsh for that ball there. I don't know what Walsh was going for, and it's a try of mammoth proportions there. This would be one of the mighty upsets if the Sydney Roosters outdid the Bronx here. And Trent Robinson celebrates in the box with former Gold Coast Titans coach there. Ford says, nice start. It is Reece Walsh's fault. I mean, Walsh is the one that messed it, legend. Walsh is the one that messed it up, man. All right, clearance. Here we go, and it is 8. You heard it right. It is 8 at Suncorp. 8. Unbelievable. The greatest of game of ball just keeps on going and going and going. 8-0, good start. It's a terrific start, William, at the moment. Terrific start. Remember, Legends, this is a free-to-air game. Come on, the Broncos, says Ninny Joseph. We've got a Broncos fan in the chat finally, and she says, please, come on. He says, please, get it done. Get it done. They're going to need to come back, Legend. I did tip the Broncos, but, I mean, if the Chooks can keep at it, that'd be nice too. Sandon Smith, over to the right, gets it to Daniel Tupou here. Daniel Tupou now on his way through. Tupou forced back here. Reece Walsh looking to point where they go, but they're not exactly listening to where to go. And the Broncos, get him going. They push Angus Crichton back over to the far left now before he's tackled on the ground there. Short pass from Sandon Smith will then go over to Naful White here. White looking as high as a kite on the ground there on the 30 here. Is it strange there? The Roosters, they get past the white line, but usually they stop on the white line. Sandon Smith clears it in the air over to the right here. And red lines, they're less familiar with those. Reece Walsh ends up with it. Walsh looking to stickle-tickle through there. Stickle-tickle through. He's unable to stickle-tickle through, Legends. No stickle-tickling for Reece Walsh there. It'll be a penalty against the Roosters here. Let's take a look at this again, Legends. Looking, Walsh collects. Yes. Where's the interference? Is it blocking the defense getting back? I'm not sure there. Connor Watson, downtown. Downtown's the penalty. What the heck is downtown, Legends? Offside, that might be it. Downtown, what kind of listing for a penalty is that? Pakes to Hunt. Hunt over to Heverington here. Kobe Heverington into the line now. Heverington held back here. Pakes, it's a high shot again on the Broncos here. It's all going the Broncos' way as they look to bounce back with a try here, Legends. All going their way at the moment, folks. All going their way right now. Through the middle now. We go to the left. Payne Haas for the line. Payne Haas held back. He was in front of the kicker. That's what it is. All right. Reynolds gets it to Walsh. Reece Walsh to Cobbo. Cobbo slid out of play there. What defense from the Roosters. And who has been trading them this week? This has been a terrific performance to open up from the Chookies at the moment here against the Brizzy Broncos. The Broncos just unable to crack them down at the moment. It has been brilliant defense and brilliant attack at the moment from the Roosters. They just absolutely covered him like he was nothing. Like he was nothing, Legend. Selwyn, Cobbo, and his momentum was never slowing down enough to not go over the line now. Hugo Savala. They play the ball over to the right here. Good stuff from Connor Watson now. Going on down here. Roosters are on point tonight. They are, William. They haven't really done anything wrong. Might need to watch their words. They might, Mel. They might. They haven't done actually anything real wrong right now. Ref's a Bronx supporter. Ref's a Bronx supporter. Nah, never mind. He's giving the Roosters a penalty, Legends. But Ben Hunt is challenging it. Ben Hunt is challenging it for... Here we go. Ben Hunt doesn't approve. Ben Hunt doesn't approve. It's a knock on. I don't see... I mean... I see it as a tackling notion, but yeah, he goes into the tackle and the ball is lost. Yep, they're going loose carry. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that's okay. I was pretty sure that was okay. And there we have it, legends. There we have it. Challenge successful. Lost ball from the Broncos. And there you're done, Abbott. You dang nabbit, yabbit, folks. Yabbit, yabbit, yabbit. So far, for the Sydney Roosters who are defending against them, their only win tonight has been against the Penrith Panthers from memory. So, even though they've had some really tight results, they'll be looking to continue that here. They'll also be pretty proud to be the one that started the Panthers curse, haven't they? And oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Again, another penalty. Billy Smith's not happy. The Broncos are just getting penalty, aren't they? Penalty after penalty, folks. Reece Walsh was feeling his face after that hit. I don't really agree with that, man. That's soft boy. Soft boy Walsh legends. Soft boy Walsh, that wasn't high. Oh, actually, that... I don't know about that one, man. Oh, my God, it's going to be a bin. It's going to be a bin, isn't it? Billy Smith, shoulder to the head. He's going to go in the bin. Oh, Billy Smith's in the bin. Of course he is. Of course he is. Billy Smith's in the bin, legends. No way. You're kidding. You're kidding. And Billy Smith's gone. For 10. They're a man up. And if you're them, you think they go for the try right now. Goodness me, legends. This is getting crazy, this game, Rugby League, the new rules. My prediction, Brisbane Broncos by 48 points. The game will have to change eventually, mate. That might just kill the match. It might have. It might have, William Hunt, mate. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, that. Unbelievable to watch. Pakes over to Patrick Carrigan here. Patrick Carrigan forward here. We keep going. It goes to the right here and ends up in the hands of Heverington now. Kobe Heverington tackled on the ground now. Heverington to the left. Pakes. Reynolds. Ben Hunt. Hunt ran alone there. Hunt's going to be ruled out. Oh, my goodness. The Roosters, a man down, have pulled off some terrific defense to keep them out there, legends. Are the Broncos just not good enough to beat them? Hang in there, Roosters, for 10 minutes. That's what their job is right now, legend. Their job is to hang in there right now. They got to hold it out, legends. Keep them away. Push them back. Stay out. Don't allow themselves to fall between the cracks in this one, legends. 20 minutes gone by in this game. How is 20 minutes already gone by? This game's 20 minutes. This game's 20 minutes have gone on about as quickly as 30 minutes went in the last game. 20 minutes. This is like an entire half, all right? Okay? In 20 minutes of the last game felt like 20. It's crazy, legends. Are you kidding me? How was the last game so bad compared to this? It's been 10 minutes in the bin here. Dom Young now. Runs into the line there. Dominic Young taken down to the ground, legends. He's pounded downtown. Down goes he. And it's actually going to mosey for a penalty, legends. The fin is truly up right now. Sydney Roosters will get themselves a pen for the slowing the play of the ball from the Broncos. And here we go. We carry on in this one, legends. Remember, if you're enjoying the stream, remember to hit that like button, sub, all that good stuff. It really is appreciated here on the channel, legends. Appreciate every single one of you, nonetheless, who are here. That's how it is when you're a YouTuber, though. You just got to point that out there. Thank you guys so much. Let's carry on with the content. And the Roosters slammed down by Payne Haas on the ground there. Payne Haas getting it around the halfway line, putting Roosters out of it. And then to the left here, and it's an intercept. Selwyn Cobbo. Cobbo, nothing will stop him. Corn on everyone's Cobbo tonight. Selwyn is through. And I think Broncos' chances have grew. A new passion sparks amongst Suncorp Stadium here. Cobbo no stoppo. You ain't getting the droppo on him when he intercepts like that. He is prime Foxy with that one. He's boxing and he knows it. Down, 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 down. Oh, honey, honey, down, 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 down. Selwyn Cobbo. Roosters, let them run through. 'Cause they've got Cobbo, da 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 da, and Walshy, da da ba 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 ba, and Payne Haas, though they have other forwards to pass. It was a good jobbo from Cobbo there. And here comes Victor, says William Hunts. Corn, anyone? I feel like plenty of corn right now, Mel. Corn on the Cobbo, that is. Here we come, the Brogs. Here they come, Ninny John Joseph. Here they come. Ninny Johns, where'd I get that from? Ninny Joseph, here they come, the Broncos for you. Lifting up. Haas is bigger, so he should have to wear a number 8. That's the rule. But that's not what they're doing. That's not what they're doing, legend. Yep, he should. Adam Reynolds from the side. Hits it. And he hits the post. He hits the post when it matters most. It remains 4-8 legends in this one. The Brisbane Broncos unable to fully take advantage of that try. They're going to need another if they're going to equalise in this game, legends here. Tomorrow I'm going to watch Reels vs Raiders and Kayo Sports. So am I, legend. So am I. I'm excited for that one. That'll be live stream reacted to on the channel. Will probably be our only stream tomorrow due to busy stuff all around, folks. Clearance in the air from the Roosters. All over, gets to the 10-metre line. Ben Hunt passes short here. Gets it to Patrick Carrigan there. Patrick Carrigan runs forward now. Paddy Carrigan put on the ground now, legends. We're on 8 likes at the moment. Can we hit 10 likes in the next 10 minutes, folks? Shout out to earlier tonight in the most boring game imaginable when the Dragons beat the Titans 38-16. Once again, I'm just putting out their Titans. Para beat them, didn't they? How embarrassing. Payne Haas on his way through here. Payne Haas gets to the halfway line now for them before going down here. Pakes. He looks to go left. No, he's going to go right instead. Adam Reynolds. Oh, Hunt's away. Back to Pakes. And Reece Walsh will score for the Broncos. It's an immediate reaction. And this is almost mirror of what happened in the first one. The Broncos taking full advantage of being a man up here. Walsh going back to his 2022 days with that one. His 2023 days, actually, with that one. Incredible stuff. We are all square with a kick to come, and the whole chat is saying, oh no. Oh no, legends. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. This is injustice that Walshy scored, says William Hunt. Injustice, legends. We shall riot. We shall riot. We must all meet at once at the gallows. I will lead the attack, legends. Get your weaponry, a fool. We shall prepare for battle. Some of you will not make it out, but it will be worth it to fight the injustice of it all. Reece Walsh, who melts the 10 in the bin, blows a kiss as he scores a try that you would never miss. In ignorant bliss, they celebrate. That's his second try of the year, legends. Make rugby league great again. Make it great again, legends. Make it great again, folks. We're just waiting on the kick. Will it be 10 points? It will be, right in front. It's Adam Reynolds, legends. You know, Adam Reynolds, what are you going to do, right? It was never not going to be 10, I think. And there you go. Brisbane Broncos taking full advantage and now have the lead. Deary me. Deary me. Not done, though, legends. Not done. This game is not wrapped up for a second. If you think it's wrapped up, you should just get out of here. It is not wrapped up at all, this one. No, 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 no. 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 They can win when the other team is one player down. Party time, Mel. Party time, party time. But no, it's just not right, man. I don't think it's right when they're a man down, unless it's my team, in which case go full forward, right? And Patrick Carrigan, Jesus, he took a big hit there from the Roosters, and the Broncos are going to take a penalty actually from the side here, and on the 30 they're going to run it, folks. Shabasky going forward here into the line. Shabasky, help. You got a boomerang on your jersey. Yep, it's a couple years ago. This one, it's Wagamata. This was our Indigenous round jersey. Pretty good, right? Pretty nice jersey all about, in my opinion, legend. I actually really liked this one. I also was a big fan of the one with the owl on it. That was a more recent one. Loved that as well. What a joke, this ref. What a joke indeed, man. Kicks it in the air, and Dom Young manages to get it just barely there. Roosters running on forward here. Roosters, they keep going. Tackled on the ground there. James Tedesco goes to the left here. And now forcing himself forward here. He gets out into it, folks. Then over to the right here. James Tedesco. Tedesco grabbed by the hips. On the ground, he missips. And that's the job of our Wong to go to the ground there. Wong with the wrong turn. Savala was so excited to finally get his chance to play for the Roosters, and he's taken full advantage so far. Unfortunately, his team just unable to maintain the lead a man down. Reece Walsh ends up with the ball now, and let's see if he's going to win another penalty there for his side there. Reece Walsh goes to the ground here. Good tackle from the inflictor, Victor Radley, legends. Low tackles seem to be the rule for Victor Radley at the moment with the new high shot rule. He won't have a career anymore with the high shots. Arthurs, Staggs, down the right side here. Katoni Staggs, kept out. Reynolds goes to the left here. And Jensen now, meet the Jensens. He's the Brisbane Bronco with the ball from the Stadium of Suncorp. Paddy Carrigan just knocked the ball on. Oh my goodness me! And the Roosters should get it back. Billy Smith waiting on the sideline to come back on. He was a huge difference maker for the Roosters when he was on the field here. They need him. They need him back. They need Billy Walters back here. Only 55 seconds till he can come back, legends, at the moment. They need him. They actually do need him, legends. This isn't even a question. He is a requirement at this exact second right now. Dom Young feeds in the ball here. Over to the left now. We got a short pass and run through the middle here. Reckon Chinese or Thai takeaway is better. I'll go with whatever you recommend. Oh, geez, man, that's a bit of pressure, isn't it? Well, I'll say Chinese, legend. That might be a bold take. I'd say Chinese, mate. Mister, it's me. Between the two, bro. Hopefully you have some good ones then. Alrighty, Sydney Roosters here. Held on the 30 now. We go short to the left here. Savala. Victor the Inflictor Radley. Radley, sadly, badly, Tadley. Almost to the 10 now. Savala hits it in the air over to the right here. Bats it back here. And oh, goodness me, it ends up in the hands of the Broncos. The Sydney Roosters unable to break away their legend. Let's go. Para finally put up what we've all pretty much known for a while. Bailey Simonson comes into the team tomorrow, legends. So there's something nice, even though we don't have Lomax tomorrow, legends. Bailey Simonson. Guess who's back again. It's our boy, Bailey Simonson. This sin bin takes forever. I know it does, man. I know it does. And oh, goodness me, Broncos being called over. Could we see it? Could this be it? Is this going to be a bit of taste of their own medicine? It's going to be in the bin. He's in the bin! The Broncos have a man in the bin! The Broncos have a man in the bin. And this is absolutely massive in this game. And that is how the rugby league gods do their work when you do something wrong. Back and forth. Karma! Karma in the chat. Let's go. It's always 10 minutes, I'm pretty sure. Time. Oh, yeah, it's always 10 minutes, mister. It's me. It's always 10 minutes. But, mate, it was the longest 10 minutes of our lives. Adam Reynolds hits it in the air over to the right here. And James Tedesco will collect it here. James Tedesco, the former West Tiger now, running with it, looking to sidestep through here. He almost breaks the line there, but they catch him about there. And how often is it that you see someone tackling Victor Radley and getting sin binned? Usually it's the inflictor that ends up doing it, man. The stirs, man. The stirs. Mate, the stirs are ridiculous. Roosters, over to the right here. And Jesse Harpers somehow manages to end up with that ball. They're waiting for my bloody Chinese. He's waiting for it right now, mister. It's me. Take it. It's time, man. Give him his Chinese, legends. Give him his Chinese at this second. You're kidding me. Hakes. Over to Jensen now. Jensen pushes forward here over past the 20 now. And on the 20, they get by to the ground here. Roosters have to defend this set. 10 minutes to go in the first half here. Ben Hunt goes back to Adam Reynolds. Adam Reynolds. Dummies here. Reynolds through the line here. Unable to break completely through there. They're right in front, though. They're right in front, legends. To the left, Ben Hunt gets it to Payne Arse. Payne Arse offloads down. And oi! Oi, what a tackle. Angus Crichton's allowed to run. Crichton takes them on, legends. And Angus Crichton will get pretty far before they'll call it back here. I was gonna question that. Wow. Oh, geez. Adam Reynolds looks like he's gonna throw up. Oh. Well, yeah, Angus has looked up, seen that the player's there, and just turned him around. I don't think he meant to make him feel like throwing up there, legends. Dearing me. What a rough game we play, right, legends? What a rough game we play indeed. The roughest of the roughest. Simply the best. You do not compare better than all the rest. Oof. You feel that one with Renault. And Crichton's like, what on earth, man? On report, no 10 in the bin there for him there. I feel like he'll get off on that, right? Surely, right? I don't think there was much to it, but like, who knows? Maybe he'll get a week for it. And it looks like Reynolds is saying, take the 2. They'll be taking the 2, legends. The Brisbane Broncos. They should lead by 4 now in this one in a moment here. This game is so hard to predict who's going to win it at the moment. This has been a really tight contest compared to the first outing between these two teams, which was somewhat expected, legends. Deary me, says Mel. Deary me indeed. Offend is now a penalty, legends. Offend is now a penalty here at the moment, guys. Broncos, 12. Roosters, 8. Calling it now. It's happening on the screen. Unless Adam Reynolds, Reece Walsh actually taking the kick. Unless Reece Walsh completely misses this one. Now Walsh from the side. He's got a 79% career goal kicking rate. He could shift that to 80 in a few kicks. Yeah, he needed a lot of water there, Adam Reynolds, to get past that one. Now Reece Walsh. From the sideline. He thunders it in. It's 12-8 now. Reece Walsh single-handedly pulling it along here. A penalty and Walsh, they just go so good together in this game, don't they? They just go perfectly together. Penalty, Reece Walsh, wow. Just like, I don't think they cannot go together, legends. I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's even doable at this moment in time, mate. I think it actually has to be that way. Deary me, this game, though. Deary me. It's way better than the last one. Way better than the last game. A lot more entertaining here. A lot more differences happening. A lot more plays. Clearance in the air from the Roosters. Over to the right here. And on the Shapes logo, Ben Hunt collects. Ben Hunt passes back to Jensen here. Jensen smashes through there. He bashes and crashes, as we say, legends? And off he goes. Short to the right then. Selwyn Cobbo's job is to keep forcing forward here. And Cobbo out of it, legends. Then it's Staggs' job. Can Staggs offload here? He can't quite find the offload. Staggs goes down there, guys. Staggs could not find the reasons to Braggs. Jesse Harper's then. It's a long pass there, and the referee will step in here and make his decision. Goodness me. Goodness me, this game, man. Can I just say that the people who predicted, what's this? Broncos 30 plus, Broncos by 20. I find those really hard to see at the moment as score lines. At the moment, I find it really hard to see those being the scores. Never ruled out the chance of the Roosters having a shot, but I don't think that it will be. I tipped Broncos, but the Roosters, you can't rule them out right now. This is great from them. Connor Watson over to Savala. Gets it to Toya here. Robert Toya for the line here. Robert Toya tackled. Gets it to Radley. Radley, short over for Kenny. Here we go. Spencer Leniu through the middle here. Spencer Leniu tackled now, legends. And then Tedesco. Tedesco kicks low for Billy Smith to pick up a double. We are all square again. We are all square again. They played triangle, he played square. Rugby League's oldest club celebrates an equaliser here at Suncorp Stadium, and it's Billy Smith ripping apart the Broncos defence at the moment, legends. Ripping it apart right now. 12 all with a kick to come here, legends. It could either be a Roosters lead or an all-square game at half time right now. Mr. CC went for. The Chookies, the crowd goes wild here. Good game, except the refs. Agreed, William Hunt. It's been a good game overall between the two sides. It's just haven't loved the reffing at times. Oh my goodness me there. Goodness me there. Deary old me. Hip scotch and pop rocks. What are we doing? Billy Smith and the Roosters doing their job right now for what they need to do to put the Panthers in last. Imagine it's all up to Para to do, guys. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if it's all up to Para to put the Penrith Panthers in last place? That'd be like playing a grand final, man. That'd be like playing a grand final. That'd be so special. But we need the Roosters to win if that's to be even a possibility, legends, for a live stream, folks. Sandon Smith, 2 out of 2 goals tonight, 100%. And in his career, he has a 69% kicking rate. Nice. Sandon Smith, he puts the 6 to the 9 in the 69. It is 14-12 now, legends. The Sydney Roosters on top of the Brisbane Broncos. Almost at Gold Coast Titans here. And isn't this crazy? Make it happen, Para. Make it happen, Para. We all want this. We all want this. Went for a goal in combination, no onion. Last time I got a little Chinese with my onion. Oh. needed the combination without the onion because it was just onion, mate, with a little bit of stuff. Good decision, mate. Good decision. You won't regret that. That's a great meal from you. Townsend over to the left here. Dom Young now pushes forward here. Dom Young tackled on the ground. You little beauty, says Jason Arena. Little beauty indeed, mate. Little beauty indeed. Now the right, Lesbo. Who wants to see the Panthers at the bottom, legends? Who wants to see the Panthers at the bottom? Who wants to see them at the bottom, legends? Who in this chat wants to see them at the bottom? Go ahead. Katoni Staggs gets him down. Gets him down there. Tackled down. Oh, we got a bit of a push and shove there between the Broncos and the Roosters here. A bit of push and shove there. Out he goes there. Down, Legends. Take it away. Take him away, boys. Take him away, boys. Take him away, boys. Boys. The Sydney Roosters making the Broncos a little bit impatient about this game here. They're not doing well being behind, are they? The Rooster fends him off from it, gets fended off from even being able to get to the ball, man, in that one. Katoni Staggs, a little bit of unhappiness there between the two teams. Bring back the biff, says Jason Reeder. Could have some interesting decisions made from the ref here. Put him on report, right? I mean, that's what you do. Or you give one of them a penalty. Give someone the ball. Reynolds is talking to the referee. He got the ball. Don't. The high contact coming over. On report. Yeah, okay. Not 10 in the bin. Legends. All right, lucky stuff from the Broncos here. It'll be on report from them here. James Tedesco now talking to the ref. I think Spencer and you will go on report too here, Legends. Okay, the referee there. He's going. If it blows up again between you two, you're both gone. They're both going for 10, Legends. You watch, the Broncos and the Roosters are going to be a man down soon, folks. The Broncos and the Roosters are going to be down in a second, Legends. Now over to the 30 here. We go to the right here. Sandon gets it over to Victor the Inflictor Radley here. Victor the Inflictor Radley, Legends. Victor the Inflictor Radley now. Tackled on the ground here. Connor Watson then gets it to Spencer Leniu here. Spencer Leniu pushes on forward now. Connor Watson deciding what to do. Spencer Leniu going, come on, sir. That's not okay. Savala. Short over to the middle here. Roosters, one more try, says William Hunt. William Hunt wants one more before halftime. To the left. It's a good long pass. Tedesco back to Billy Smith. Billy Smith for it all. Billy Smith tackled on the ground there, Legends. And is he covered there? Yep, he's tackled. Now Connor Watson. Watson runs alone to Angus Crichton! And the Roosters! Have they scored again? I think they just might have. The Roosters extend their lead. Crichton is through. What a half! They spent 10 a man down and didn't let it stop them. Mr. Critter with a terrific tackle there. The Chookies up in it again, Legends. The Broncos unable to stop them right now. And as it stands, it'll become 20 points in a second to 12. Oh my God. This has been a terrific game. It's been a terrific game compared to the last one. I'm feeling mixed emotions, Legends. I'm feeling really mixed emotions about this. Like, it's so, like, 50-50 how I feel. I think I've tipped wrong for this game, but incredible stuff from the Roosters. All right? Incredible stuff from the Roosters in this game here, Legends. Angus Crichton, he grounds that, right? Oh! Did he get that? I didn't see a grounding there. I didn't necessarily see a grounding there, but they're going to keep it. And the kick. Broncos won't be happy with that. Broncos won't be happy with that. Ooh, Broncos will be really unhappy with that, Legends. You're not going to hear Broncos fans be happy about that, Legends. Ooh. He didn't get it when he was facing forward. That's on the arm of the Bronco there. Maybe when he flipped on his back, but they didn't show that part of it. Doesn't matter. It's been called try. It's been called try. We carry on, legends. Far out. Alrighty, we carry on here, folks. The Sydney Roosters 20, Broncos 12 now. Inside the final minute of the half now, legends. Alrighty then. It was closer than I thought at first, though, that one. Then to Dom Young here. Dom Young. Spun around there. Push back. And then it's Watson's job to go to Spencer New here. Spencer New there. Spencer New. He just pushes onwards and upwards here, Spencer. Former Penrith Panther, former premiership winner. And then Angus Crichton. Spencer New. The fact that there was a time Panthers had Spencer New on their bench just shows you how solid of a team how solid of a team they were. And also the Roosters too, but like how solid of a team the Panthers were. The fact that Spencer was like just one of the bench players. They had so many in their best team. It was unbelievable, man. And the Roosters will get tackled there. Halftime is official. The Roosters at halftime will lead with a scoreline of 12-20. Yep, there we go. 20-12, legends, as they head into the sheds. What a first half there. And you know what time it is, legends? It's time for the TJC Sports Halftime Show with your host, TJC Sports. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Good day, legends. How are you all feeling as we enter this halftime point? What a fun stream it has been so far, and actually an exciting game, unlike the last one that is the game where you go, he who should not be named, because it's that kind of game. It's not, we don't talk about dragons and titans. Yuck. I want to throw up remembering that game. To actually have a fun one like this, can the Roosters bring it home? Or will the second half prove too much for them? We'll find out when we get done with this. This has been a huge performance from Sydney Roosters. When you look at how they performed round one versus this side, it has been massive. If you've enjoyed the stream so far, legends, by the way, consider hitting that like button, subscribing if you're new, because this is just the YouTube stuff. We're at halftime, legends. I kind of got to say this, you know what I mean? Just in case people forget. And, of course, there's also a donation butter. Yeah, there's a donation butter, all right? You know what I'm talking about, legends. Donation butter there for those who may want to support the channel in that little extra step. Nads in the chat says, sup, big bowls, legends. Geez, the ref is man of the match so far. Do we want this game to become... Let men be men. Let men, bro. We are men. Now that we're men... What is it? Now that we're men, we have facial hair. Now that we're men, he changed his underwear. Now that we're men. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like the stream legends. Yep, Jason Reader. Yep, I approve that message, folks. I approve that message right there. And hey, William Hunt with the incredible dono in the stream here. Thank you very, very, very much, William, mate. Let's show some love for our boy in the chat with his $10 donation here. Make it happen tomorrow, Para. Don't you worry, William. We will. We will, baby. We want the Panthers in last, legends. We want the Panthers in last. We'll make it happen, even if we have to end our club trying. So not Roosters 20. It's Ref 20. Broncos 12. King Julian. Your team milked a penalty that led to your team taking advantage with 2 tries off of a man being down. I don't want you to talk about referees, legend. I don't want you to talk about referees when it comes against your team, mate. Real men grow beards. Exactly, Nards. Exactly. Far out. Gazi Reese needs a hug. He does. It's been a tough one for him. That Crichton one was, wow, that was crazy. Crazy, man. It's crazy. There have been some questionable decisions from both, but also, at the end of the day, the Broncos haven't performed the way they should in this game against the Roosters. The Roosters have played better at the moment. That's just the truth. Or at least Billy Smith has. Billy Smith has outrun the Broncos insanely, bro. Billy Smith, bro. Who would have thought it, right? Who would have thought it here? Legendary there. Come on, Roosters, says Mel. Come on, the Sydney Roosters. Or come on, the Broncos. Doesn't really change me too much, whoever wins this one. Doesn't change too much, legends. True Roosters have turned up tonight. Exactly. They've turned up tonight, legends. They've turned up tonight. You know, blaming the ref completely for this game would be like the Dragons blaming it for the para loss, you know, or the Storm blaming it for their loss to Dragons, you know, the referee decisions. At the end of the day, there's just games where the decisions won't always go your way, and it's about the best teams can go past them. Can we mute that individual? You're a mod, Mel. You're a mod, Mel. You're actually able to do that if you tap on their name. It lets you do that. The magic of being a moderator, eh? Let's go, legends, at the moment here. 41 votes on the poll so far here. Welcome to the second and final stream of the night here. Who are you tipping? I'm just realizing the RU and the I've just realized the RU is right next to each other. That's pretty funny. I've clearly misdone that on my thing, haven't I? What do you mean pretty much every call has gone Roosters' way? That, mate, you can't be talking about the Stags thing because the Stags thing was correct. Let me put it this way. So Walsh goes down for what was barely even a high shot, and a player goes to the bin, and then you score 2 off of that. Angus Crichton does a simple fend and gets put on report. You get a penalty to go up from that. You know, like, I don't really see how you can say that it was all on them, legends. All on them. I don't see how you can say that was all on them. Like, that actually makes zero sense to me. You're delusional. Seriously, the ref needs to pull his head in, way too picky. A 40-minute half takes 50 minutes. Yes, it does, Nards, because of the penalty pauses and the tries and all that. It takes more than 40 minutes. We carry on here, though. You know what? You also got to look at, Ledge. You got to look at the discipline on the Broncos because that Stags one was a penalty. The 10 in the bin against Broncos was a penalty. I will agree that the number is higher, but also almost half of that is your own ill discipline. If we blamed the referee for our performances all the time, Para would blame the ref every single game. Alrighty. Just carrying on here, legends. Broncos here, 41 votes on the poll so far. A whole 76% here going with the Brizzy Broncos to win this one. 20% Roosters. Mate, that 20% Roosters is going to look so smart at the end of this if it keeps going how it's going here. They're just going to keep at it. Stay on your line. Stay on side. Stop copping high. It's not really something to be... You know, it's not exactly like they were anything questionable. A lot of them were pretty obvious, your mistakes that gave away penalties, legend. I'm not saying I agree with everything, but sometimes, you know, some bad calls have to be made to equalise other bad calls. That's kind of just how rugby league goes. 42 votes, mate. 2% going draw. You know it's crazy when refs go 2 draw, bro. You know it's crazy. We're going to agree to disagree on that, Julian. We're going to agree to disagree on that. I love debates at halftime, legends, but we're going to agree to disagree on that. I don't agree with referee being on just the Roosters' side in that one. I don't think every call that the ref made was good. I'm not saying that. I'd be happy to see a Billy Swift hat trick, though, says Nards. I'd be really happy to see a Billy Swift hat trick, man. I mean, Billy Swift has been incredible this game. He's been the best center on the field by far. By far. There's not even a question about that. That is just facts. There's just pure and utter facts there that he has been the best. That's what I was thinking when he scored the second, says William Hunt. I think a lot of us, I think even if you were a Broncos fan, you got to see Billy Smith is having one heck of a game right now. He's one of the main reasons Roosters are in the lead. If I'm the Broncos, I'm looking into the second half going, how do I shut Billy Smith out of this game? How do I rule him out? Well, not rule him out, but how do I keep him out of taking control of the game again? Because that's simply what they're meant to do here. They're just unable to do it at the moment. He has been breaking through their defense like they were some light sheet of paper in a schoolyard. Makes it look too easy the way he breaks through them at points, legends, in that one. He rests his case. All the 6 against from the Roosters. What Roosters have gotten? What about all the non-penalties for the Broncos against the Roosters points, mate, that have been given? I rest my case against you, King Julian. Alrighty, legends. Alrighty. We're just gonna... I told you. We're talking to a broken record, man. Alright. Alright. I already told you, man. Already told you, man. Already told you, legend. Out of here. Out of here. Alright. Already told you. Already warned you. Agree to disagree, right, legends? That's how we do it. That's how we do it over here. All good, man. I don't necessarily have anything against Julie, and he just says some interesting stuff sometimes, don't he? Says some interesting stuff. At times, man. Can't exactly like the comments, but appreciate the dono, William. It's been a legendary time all around here at the moment. House has been quiet so far. He has, hasn't he, Nards? He had such a wicked start, and he's been really quiet so far. That you just kind of going, what? Like, where's your head at, Payne? You were so good the first few. You were so good the first few, Payne. Like, what the heck, bro? Great song, though, Wills. Great song. Great song. Oh, Shannon, what about me? What about me? Oh. Man, that's all I think about when a former player is doing poor and the rest of the team's winning. It's like, what about me? What about me? Legendary, everyone can relate to that song. So true, William. So true. And if Reese wasn't Reese, he'd be in reserve grade, I reckon. Probably not. Probably. If he wasn't Reese Walsh. You know, being Reese Walsh, that 2022, you know, that helps you a lot. Helps you a lot, man. They say once you get into that NRL star category, it's hard for you to lose your spot unless you really do fall off. I have issues with players going down before the tackle happens. I know, William Hunt, I know. Them going down before it's even gone over. It's ridiculous. The amount of milking's been crazy, bro. Been crazy. It's usually ending up in a high shot. Usually, William? Usually. Usually ending up in a high shot. It's like they're trying to get it, though, I swear.
It's like they're trying to get the penalty. And they probably are, let's face it. They probably are trying to get the penalty, a lot of them, going down like that. To be fair, though, I find that when running into an individual in a game like rugby league, running down can benefit you when it comes to squeezing through, but it's also risky because, I think you're up to your own thing to be you're opening yourself up to a high tackle. I think it's about knowing exactly when to do it. If you're not playing for a headshot, you gotta. I feel like you've got to prep yourself a bit. Nard says, and the head high sin bins are becoming ridiculous. They are. They're all over the place, man. They're all over the place at the moment here. The issues players go down before the tackle happens. It usually ends up in a high shot. As a defender, you are committed to the tackle. Can't adjust last second because the motion is already set. Exactly, William Hunt. It's not really fair, is it? You can't really change the way you're tackling mid-roll, so you do wonder with the game what they do there. What do they do? What do they do, legends? Deary old me, what do they do? Here we go, boys and girls. Yeah, here we go, boys and girls. Here comes the second half. Goodbye, halftime show. Hello, second half. Sydney Roosters, Brisbane Broncos, our final 40 of the night, legends. Rushing into the line here is the Broncos. Jensen into it. Held down, second half underway. Here we go again. It's Broncos and Roosters. Roosters well ahead, but the gap will start to narrow. I think it's coming down to I feel like a streamer. I feel like a streamer. I feel like a streamer or two. Brisbane Broncos past their own 40, getting to the halfway line here on the fourth. It becomes the fifth now. What a tackle on Jensen there from Angus Crichton. His hand was on his face there. It's a little bit rough, dirty there. And now the Broncos. Reynolds clears it in the air over to the right here. And on the 10-metre line, Daniel Tupou manages to collect it here. Daniel Tupou now taps and goes here. Tupou over by here. Tupou held. Second half. Now, here we go, legend. Here we go. Just keep on going with it, folks. We go over to the right here. Toy through the line, held out in it before he could get over, legends. And then it's shot from Connor Watson, who goes to James Tedesco. Tedesco fends them all off here. James Tedesco, what a player he is. We love our boy Tedesco, or at least some people do. What a fullback he is. I know my boy Ainsey loves him. Shout out to my boy Ainsey. He is vlogging today. Let's see if we can see my co-captain of the Dogs FC on the thing at some point. And what's that? Goodness me. Theory old me. Not a jolly good show that, is it? Not a good jolly show. Tick buck 2, eh? Saying random words here, aren't I? The Sydney Roosters with the bad play there. Angus Crichton thought he could break through the line and just run with it, but the referee says, no, come on back, legend. You messed up that pass. It's going to be a feed in the scrum on the Roosters' end for the Broncos here. Ben Hunt now, going to the left. Adam Reynolds, backwards to Jensen here. Jensen through the line now. Jensen tackled. Reece Walsh appeals, goes to the right. Reynolds backwards over to Jensen again here. Jensen keeps pushing forward here. Jensen tackled on the 30 now. Jensen gets it over to Pakes. Pakes to Reynolds. Reynolds there. Reynolds short over to the middle here. Look at him keep going there. Xavier Willison there. Wilson will go down. So far, 3-6 against for the Roosters, 0 for the Broncos. Ben Hunt to Payne Haas there. Payne Haas around there. Payne Haas tackled. Pakes to Reynolds. Reynolds offloads. Reece Walsh now down the line here. And off Dom Young there. It should be Broncos' ball here. It is on the 30-metre line. A full set again for the Brisbane Broncos here. That is one of the most all-over-the-place methods to get yourself something here. Now down the left here on the 20 now. Shabaski tackled. Then to the right here. It's a good one over to Jensen here. Jensen just barges around here, grabbed by the hips. His hips do not lie, legends. Hips don't lie. Bring it back. Payne Haas to the 10-metre line there. Paid us on the 10. Tackled here. Pakes to Reynolds. Reynolds. Passing backwards here to Walsh. Reece Walsh kicks low. James Tedesco. And it's out of play here for them here. Reece Walshy boy. Walshy boy. Walshy boy. Walshy boy. Tedesco covered that well there. Beautiful coverage from him. And they needed the fullback there to cover it. Now with the goal line dropout, they kick it over to the left here, and it'll just go out of play. That'll be a penalty 10-meter line here for the Brisbane Broncos here. Savala feeling a little let down by that. Good job, Teddy, says William Hunt. Defense. The world just wants Panthers last. That's what I'm convinced about. No offense, Penrith fans. Here we go. Over to the left here. Walsh to Adam Reynolds. Adam Reynolds gets it to Shibasaki here. Shibasaki there, down here. Nuds. And my name's Tyler, not Taylor, legend. Get over it. Carrying on here. What a pass. No, that was forward. That was forward, man. Thank you for telling me, but at the end of the day, legend, you know, I don't have anything helping me. I have to guess it on what it says on the screen, legend. All right? Thank you for letting me know. Could have said it more politely, though. All right, Savala now. Feeding in the scrum here. We go to the left now. Daniel Tupou through the middle here now. Tackled on the ground there. Connor Watson over to the right here and ends up with Victor the Inflictor here. The Inflictor goes forward now. Tackled back by the Broncos here, Shibasaki. We go to the left here. Ends up with Angus Crichton then here. Angus Crichton caught on the ground here on the 30 then. Connor Watson keeps sprinting forward there. Connor Watson and kept away in it. Unable to break through the line there, unfortunately, for him. Then it's Wong's turn to go forward here. Wong kept back by Ben Hunt and Pakes there. Clearance in the air now from Savala over to the far left here. And on the 10, it'll be collected by Reece Walsh here. Reece Walsh keeps going forward. Walsh with the sprint there. About a metre forward, mate. William, indeed it was. Mate, it was like an NFL pass, bro. Like an NFL pass. And that's Carrigan's job to keep going here. Tackled on the thing. Walsh. Shibasaki goes to the ground here. Pakes. Over to Willison here. Xavier Willison now. Willison put back in it here. Walsh. Far kick over to the left here, and it's going to bounce to James Tedesco here. He goes around here. And Tedesco, oh, he's bended back there by Ben Hunt there. They managed to get him over onto the 10-meter line here. Dom Young then through the middle here. Dominic Young around now. And Dom Young kept out of it here. Dom Young on the ground now. Now we just keep pushing on with it, legends here. Robert Toya to the left. Tupou gets it over to Billy here. And Billy gets it to Crichton. Crichton down the edge here. Crichton looking to break forward with it here. Katoni Staggs covers him well there. Good pass. And oh, Sandon Smith. Sandon Smith. What a rough loss there. That's a knock on from the Roosters. It's a knock on there from the Roosters, legends. Oof. Hold the ball. You can't be doing that, Roosters. The Broncos will punish you soon if you do that consistently. It's just what they were looking for, legends. There we go. Feeding the scrub over to the left here. Ben Hunt. Goes to Shibasaki now. And then Jensen. Jensen forward now. Kept back there by Connor Watson. Connor Watson holding him away. Broncos holding the ball. As you should, Roosters. Paid ass. Paid ass for the line then. Paid ass. Tackled by Sandon Smith here. Reece Walsh looking for the tap and go here. Walsh gets it to Hunt now. Hunt around now. Jaden Hunt. Hunt tackled on the ground there. Hunt gets out of it here. Hunt tackled. Then Jensen. Back to Xavier Wilson. Xavier Wilson now. And that was just a mess there from them all as it goes down on the ground there. Not sure what's going up with it. The referee blowing his whistle. We got a challenge here from the Brisbane Broncos, it looks like. Captain's challenge, folks. Let's take a look at this one. Stripping motion. Sandon Smith. Stripping motion right there. I see it. That's true. That should be a successful challenge. He reaches his arm out, pulls it in. Has to be. You can't say that's not. There is no way he didn't intend to strip that. Yep, Captain's challenge successful. There we go. There was no way that wasn't intended, Legends, unfortunately for them. All right, 49 minutes gone by, Legends, in this one so far here. Adam Reynolds. They're just talking about it with the referee. The penalty after 6 again. They got to go for the try. Giving it to Reece Walsh. Reynolds is like, no. They're just talking about what they're going to do here at the moment, Legends. Reynolds. Tamati to Paul, whatever. I have a bit of a speech thing. Tamati to Paul, there we go. To the left. Payne Haas. Payne in the Haas, tackled by the Roosters. We then have Pakes to the right here. Adam Reynolds goes to Walsh, Legends. Reece Walsh here. Then to Katoni Staggs. Staggs put on his back here by them on the 10-metre line now, Legends. And it ends up with Jensen here. Jensen, onwards and upwards forward here. Goes down to the ground, Legends now. Tackled out of it here. Just 2 more left in the set. Reynolds to Haas. Walsh and Harpers is through. Jesse Harpers for the Broncos. That's just what they needed in this one, Legends. There we go. 16-20 with a kick to come here. This game is far from over. We've still got plenty of time to change the result here. Broncos, what a pass from Reece Walsh. And Jesse Harpers just slides on over there. Was a tough pass and a tough try. And Dom Young once again getting caught on the edge defense here. It's happened the last few months quite a bit. And just too many errors from the Roosters, as William Hunt points out here, that hopefully that'll change soon. You'll have to hope, Legend, because if they keep giving those kind of errors, that's where Broncos is going to win the game in the end, Legends. Jesse Arthurs was on loan at the Warriors at one point. Eventually found his way into the Broncos side here. 8 tries. He's officially, with that try, the top NRL try scorer at the moment this year, Legends. Remember, it is early days, though. You never know. Adam Reynolds from the sideline. And he thunders it in there, Legends. Low kick there. The rest blow their whistles there. It is no goal. 16-20. They're going to need a try in order to equalise here today. 51.5 minutes gone by in this one so far. It's been a way better game than the last one. That's the best way to describe it, Legends. And too many errors from the Roosters, bro. If the Roosters want to win this, they're going to have to work on that. The errors have been costing them this game, Legends. Clearance in the air over to the left here. And tackled there. We keep pushing forward now. On the ground they go here. Over to the left here. They keep pushing now, Legends. And tackled. And then it's over to Jensen. Jensen keeps pushing forward here. Arthurs needs a new shaver. He needs a new shaver, legend. He needs a new one. They don't provide him what they did in New Zealand, legends. They don't provide him what they did in New Zealand. Brisbane's just too busy down at Caxton. Now it's James Tedesco pushing forward here. Tedesco gets it over to Daniel Tupou here. Daniel Tupou pushes onwards here. Held back. I was waiting for Mel to comment that about Arthurs. Long time in the making, William? Long time in the making there against Mel in this one. Watson. His mo is revolting. It's revolting. Mel can't stand it, as the 55-year-old she is. He can't stand it. James Tedesco here. Squeezes on by it, grabbed by the ankle there before going down here on the halfway line now. We're going to clear it in the air to the right. And it's going to end up on the 10-metre line. Reece Walsh collects here. Walsh now with the sprint speeds going forward. Spun around there to the ground he goes. And then it's the job of Selwyn Cobbo to move around here. Cobbo, caught on the Cobbo, held. Billy Walters then, who never falters, going to Stags here. The Broncos, good stuff all around from the second half. They are winning the second half as it stands, legends. I hate that he plays for Bronx, says Mel. Just despises it. Can't stand the fact that we've got Arthurs playing for Bronx when he could do so good in a Warriors jersey, right, Mel? That's what it is. He could do so good. Reynolds clears it over to the left here, and on the 20, Dom Young will manage to get the ball there, legends. Dominic Young sidestepping over around the 30. Here he goes. Down. And Shibasaki from Brisbane goes to Toa here. Good tackle there. On point, legends, as well. On point. On point, mate. I'm only ever on point, legend, bro. Away, Brisbane. Wake up. Wake up, Brisbane. Wake up. Wake up, Brisbane. Wake up. Get the chant going, legends. Gets it over past the 40 here now before going down to the ground there, legends. Watson and Savala. It's a good high kick there. And over on the left here, hits it backwards. And Reynolds manages to get it now. Adam Reynolds tackled now by Sandon Smith here. It's not meant to be a song. I'm making it a song, rugby league history. I don't care. I don't care, rugby league history. I'm making it a song, legend, all right? I'm making it a song, all right? Mate, there's the Tigers. Wake up, Tigers. Wake up. Wake up, Tigers. Wake up. We're starting it. We're making a band, baby. We're making a band versus a Parramatta. Broncos over to the right. Patrick Carrigan forcing himself over to the halfway line here. Paddy Carrigan tackled there. They are not waking up yet. Reynolds hits it in the air, legends. And it goes into the hands of the Roosters. James Tedesco with it on the 10 here. Aloha, Brendan. Welcome to the stream, mate. Hope you're doing well, legend. Come on, you Brisbane. Come on, you Brisbane. Mate, we got this. We got this. I don't care. I like it. I don't care. I like it. Ha, ha, ha. Way, Brisbane. Wake up. Wake up, Brisbane. Wake up. Wake up, Brisbane. Wake up. Wake up, Brisbane. You're behind, legends. You're behind. Onto the left here. Roosters clear it in the air. It goes over to the 15 with Walsh here. Reece Walsh now to run around. Always doing well, brother. Well, I love to hear it, my man, legend. Glad as always, man. Hope you are too, mate. I'm doing legendary as it all stands, man. My team got their first win of the freaking year, man. I am on top of the world at the moment, legend. Until, who knows, tomorrow. We'll see. I'll be very on top of the world if we put the Panthers in last. Greatest as ref/bunker TJC, my tips. Of course, the greatest. I would never question what your tip was going to be, my man. You're always tipping the same way. I know it. That was a good, oh my God, yeah, that's a penalty. That's a penalty because of how the rugby league has decided to do it nowadays, eh? All right, and big tackles just aren't a thing anymore. Brisbane Rugby League FC, we are by far the greatest team in rugby the world has ever seen. Brisbane RLFC. This game, I don't know, man. I think it's better than the last game, Legend. I think it's better than the last game, the greatest, but it's not spectacular. I mean, I guess it's not as crazy as the other games, right, Legend? Not enough tries in this second half for us. Not enough tries to get us all excited, Legends. We want more. We want more excitement. We want more passion. Come on. We want a Roosters win. Battle of Moes, Watson versus Arthurs. Well, that's a tough one, man. I feel like Arthurs just about wins, but I don't know, man. That's really close. The Battle of the Moes there. I don't know. I think it's weird because it's like, I think one looks better, but I also think that the other ones just look so natural on him that, like, you know, what do you say, man? The hammer put a nail in Panthers' coffin. Yes, he did, Brendan Barker, and hopefully we can continue to put more nails as this round goes on. Now down the left here. Hunt held by the Roosters there. They get it on back here. We go Billy Walters over to Carrigan here. Patrick Carrigan now. Full force here. Head ahead. He goes down on the 20 now of the Roosters' end. Adam Reynolds passing to the right here. Muddy Tapor through the middle here. Held on the 20 now. Billy Walters, who never falters. Former West Tiger. He dummies. He gets past the 10 here. Billy Walters on the ground there. He faltered. Legends. Marty Tapor there goes to the right here. Reece Walsh with the back pass. Gets it to Staggs. Kotoni Staggs forwards here. Kotoni Staggs kept back in it, Legends. And Carrigan. Patrick Carrigan gets it over to Ben Hunt here. Ben Hunt low there. Too many weird penalties in the first half. There were some very weird penalties first half. I will agree that. Man, I will agree with that. We love you, Brisbane. We do. Oh, Brisbane, we love you. Sydney Roosters managed to hold the Broncos out here, though. We've got roughly 21 minutes left in this game here, Legends, as the Roosters finish on their third tackle here so far in this one. And with 21 minutes to go, I can't exactly tell you who's winning this one. It's been that kind of game, Legends. James Tedesco punts it back over, and through the middle they keep going, Legends. Rugby League history, trying to get you all started with some Brisbane Broncos cheering in the chat, but the Broncos fans are not having a bar of it at the moment. Doesn't help that I'm pretty sure most people here, because I'm a Para fan, are probably not going to be, and I'm more New South Wales bound, will probably not be as backing of the Broncos. Reece Walsh. Tackled down in front of the line here. I think I hate this rep more than Todd Smith, TJC. It's a miracle. It's a miracle, Legends. It's a miracle. That's a big statement, man. Huge statement, actually. Reynolds. Over to the right here. Tackled back. Mel not reacting well to the Broncos chanting. And Adam Reynolds, who goes alone here, will be kept on the 20 of his own end here. Fourth tackle. Ben Hunt. It's a long one to the left here, and they keep running. Ben Hunt. Oh, my God. Look at them run alone here. They keep going here, carrying them. They get over to the 40-metre of the Roosters' end. And now boy, did that one go high. What a kick there. That went high as a kite. And it ends up with Daniel Tupou. Just about there, Legends. Daniel Tupou, and it goes down to the ground there. Tupou, bye. Just keep on going with it here. Roosters to the right here on the 20. Now Butcher will be lifted up. Cats in the cradle, or should we say Roosters in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little Broncos taking the man to the rooms. Over to Fiketti. Back over to Watson. Watson looking for the pass here. Connor Watson dummies. Connor Watson to go alone here. Connor Watson held back there. Roosters win, Broncos there's nothing left, says the greatest. They've got nothing left, legends. They've got nothing left, he believes. The Broncos can't do it. Selwyn Cobo on the 10 here. Shoves him off. 1-2. 1-2-3. 1-2-3. Held on the ground there. That is him. That is me. And the Roosters are yet to make a comeback in the poll at the moment here. Pretty much everyone back to the Broncos. And Shibasaki there. Oof. Been an interesting night of streaming legends, but Shibasaki makes the mistake offloading into a Sydney Rooster there. And it looks like we're going to have ourselves a wonderful 20-metre line scrum feed here to the Roosters. Let's go. Let's go. The moments are here, legends. The moments we live for. Sydney Roosters. Dom Young feeds in the scrum over to the left here. Ends up with Sandon. We go over to Savala. Savala gets it to Angus Crichton. Last minute try scorer of the first half there. On the 20 now, Watson. Watson short over here. I expected more from Broncos. I expected more too, legend. But, also credit where it's due. The Roosters really put up a play compared. And, yep, see you, mate. I mean, the Roosters, the one complaint I could say is that they're getting a little too excited. I think they're making too many errors. And, oh, my God. Crichton, there is no way you made that mistake, man. That was such a... play the ball, man. Play the balls. They're going to be the end of me. They're going to be the end of me. Play the balls. They're going to be the absolute end of me, legends. They are. They will be. They're going to be a huge end of me, bro. Over to the left now. We keep on going forward. Such a rookie mistake. I know. That's the problem with that. That was a really rookie mistake here. And it's in one of those moments where one try changes the entire game, so it's not really something you can afford. They wanted a try there, the Roosters. Walters to Carrigan to Reynolds. Adam Reynolds gets it to Hunt. Ben Hunt then. And down he goes. Hunt, beautiful tackle. And then it's Cook's job. Here we go. We go to Hunt. Let him cook. Let him cook. And get that into ya. Reece Walsh, legends. Take it down there. And it's going to be the Roosters' ball there. What are Broncos doing trying to take time there? Like, bro, you're the one behind, legends. What are you doing, Brizzy? What are you doing, Brizzy? First tackle out of the way there. Dom Young, they go to the left. Watson to Tupou now. Daniel Tupou into it. Daniel Tupou held back in it, legends. We go to Watson. Watson to Toya. Robert Toa there. Robert Toya. Here we go. Wong. Good pass to Spaghetti. Gets it back to Tedesco. James Tedesco's away. Tedesco's away. He passes over to Connor Watson. And Watson has one last man there to take the tackle there. Then over to Sandon Smith here. Sandon Smith will run alone before being tackled on the third, legends. 2 more left in the set now here. Savala passes to the left. Left Phil White now. Smash through! Oh, he didn't get there. He didn't get there, legends. So close, though. Watson over to Sandon. And they're looking for the pass here, the Roosters. It's a full set again. It's 6 again. First tackle out of the way. Second coming up now, folks. Roosters through the middle. And Nat Butcher, he's held back in it, folks. This is the moment of truth. You'd think this would surely be a winner if the Roosters went on over here. Sandon Smith, unable to find the pass. Give it to Billy. Give it to Billy, says William. Give it to Billy Smith with a hat trick. And now Butcher just forward here. Mate, Billy will find a way over if they give it to Billy, I swear. Savala. So now Phil White here. And I'm sorry, Chad Townsend, but Savala may have just taken your spot at halfback permanently, bro. Watson, short, and that Butcher! That may have just won it! The Roosters! Screen cock-a-doodle-doo! And take over
Suncorp Stadium. 24-16. Too much. Yeah, he grabs that. And that just might have to seal it, legends. That might just have to seal it there. I'll be really surprised. I'll be really, really surprised if they don't. If that's not the end of it, I'll be so surprised this game. The Sydney Roosters score again here. Honestly, at this rate around the Broncos, you may have to go short. They might, they probably won't, but I'm just saying there's a risk there, like even with your confidence, that you might want to go short here. All right, you might. Okay. Sandon Smith from the sideline. Deep breaths all around, legends. Give him a complete forward mind and sight here. 10-point gap! The Chook Pen goes wild. 26-16, legends. The Roosters on top. Ford says, how long left? How long left, legend? It is not long left at all, legends. It is 13 minutes to go in this one, legends, or 12 minutes, I guess, in a second, bro. It's about 30 seconds till we're 12 minutes away, so 12 and a half minutes. Or 13 minutes if we're being rounding, legends. And far out, man. Nat Butcher, what a try for him. He butchers the competition there, Nat Butcher. And the oldest NRL club lifts up with excitement there. And remember, the Roosters aren't full strength here. They're missing Lindsay Smith and Marky Mark. Lindsay Smith, obviously, due to a ongoing knee issue, and Marky Mark to a calf issue. So for them to be doing this is quite interesting. Ooh, Roosters. Yep, forward. Ooh, the Roosters. Ooh, the Roosters. Legend. Ooh, the Roosters. Does it feel great to be a sore loser, legend? Does it feel great? I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does, bro. Alrighty. Roosters. Connor Watson. Looking for the pass. He'll run alone instead here. Watson. Tackled on the line there. And to the right here, Savala. Clears it in the air. Good short one there. It's bouncing. It ends up in the 10 of the Broncos here. Reece Walsh now. Walsh. Forward here. Walsh around now. Walsher forward. William Hunt says Walker. Oh, yeah, and Sam Walker. They're, of course, missing Sam Walker too, man. So they're missing 3 huge players in this one. You know, so credit to them where it's due. Selwyn Cobbo there. Just keeps on pushing forward here. It's a 10-point gap with a whopping 11 minutes to go. It's not something we've never seen Broncos come back from, but it would be absolutely heartbreaking for the Roosters fans. Hunt to Walsh. Reece Walsh for the line here. Walsh alone. Gets it to Shibasaki here. Shibasaki now. Looks for the pass. He can't find it. He'll be tackled there from in front there, legends. Not far out. 5th tackle now. Broncos. It's a good long hard kick there from Reynolds. And Tupou will get tackled pretty firmly there by Wilson and Selwyn Cobbo. Now, Sydney Roosters getting back on side here. To the right, Billy Smith goes for it now. Billy Smith will be held back here. Then it's just the short pass to the right here. Robert Toyer now. Robbie T, we'll call him. Robbie T tackled. Gets it just to the end here. Inflictor. Victor. Tackled. Butcher. Held back in it there. Goes over to Savala. Clears in the air through to the 10 now. It's bouncing. Walsh is leaving it for quite a bit here, isn't he, legends? And into the post it goes there. Reece Walsh now. Runs forward here.
Breaking news, legends. Breaking news. Jesse Arthurs has officially been ruled out with a head injury here, legends. Huge news from around the comp there. Hunt gets it over to Shibasaki there. And Shibasaki tackled on the ground now. Shibasaki's out of it. Then short there, Hetherington. Over, they rush through the middle here. Billy Walters, who never falters, going to Carrigan now. Patrick Carrigan here. Carrigan, Walters, Haas. Payne-Haas there. Payne-Haas tackled now. Walters. Billy Walters to Reynolds. Adam Reynolds now. Reynolds, long pass over to Hunt now. Ben Hunt down the wing. Offloads far there. Hunt again here. And Wilson, I don't think he got that. What a rough one there, legends. Wilson's arguing he was tackled without the ball, which would be a penalty try, I reckon, right? Foul that deliberately stops a try. It would be a penalty try in that instance, legends, if he was really tackled without the ball, and you can rule that he would have collected it. Oh, this is a tough one. Ooh. Could that be a try? I don't know if he has control of that, to be honest, but... Did he do that? That's what they're saying. Did he? Insane. How many try savers? I know. We're going to wait and see. I think it's no try. Yeah, he fails to regain possession. No try. They're going to rule it as just flat out no try, legends. And I know that Broncos fans will be screaming ref about that one, but come on. There we go. No try. Sorry, Broncos. No epic comeback at the moment, it seems, legends. Three. It's been at least three, William. It's been at least three epic try savers so far. They've been insane. Insane, this one. Andrew says, hey, Tyler. Hello, Andrew. Or hello, Muppet. How you doing, man? Great to have you here, legend. Love your profile picture, as always, my guy. Over to the right here and through the middle, Dom Young now. Dominic Young forces himself forward here before going down there. Not long left in this game, legends. 8.5 minutes to go here. Angus Crichton through. They keep pushing here. And, oh my God, it's up to Para. It's up to Para, legends. It's up to Para tomorrow. How good is that? It's up to Eels. To Andrew says, do you think Eels win this week? Andrew, with how this week's going, heck yeah, bro. Let's just hope, man, all right? Let's use the momentum we caught from beating the Dragons and take out those Raiders, man. It'd be much better if we had Lomax with the Bailey return, but, you know, what can you do, man? That's how life works. Also, talks that obviously Maddo will be added in late to the team as well. I think he's a good ad. I think it sucks that Tuivasa has to drop out for it if the rumor has it, but... yeah, no, I'm excited for tomorrow, and I do think that we can win it, legend. I do think we can win it, 100%. And I also just really would love to see the Panthers down the ball. It's petty, man, but it's true. On the third year, Payne-Haas, Broncos, Walters, Reynolds hits that so high in the air here, and James Tedesco collects now. I don't see Broncos coming back in this one, legends. I just don't see it. Unless something huge happens, some sort of intercept, it seems pretty ruled this game. Wong. Robert Toyer around the ball. Tackled. Connor Watson now. Gets it to the inflictor now. Victor the inflictor now. Pushes forward here. And the inflictor tackled on the ground now on the 40 here. We go to Watson. To Nafua White then. Nafua White covered well. And on fifth tackle, the Roosters kick it. That was a bit of a dirty hit on the guy after, bro. Grabbed him by the shirt and pulls him around there. The Broncos getting a little frustrated, aren't they, about how this game's going for them? They came in expecting an easy one, and instead they were given a real pummeling. Shibasaki runs into it here. The Roosters, they're just going to be one of those teams, aren't they, where they're going to put up an amazing performance between really average performances this year. Experienced half there. And a kick in the air. Walsh chasing. He clears that in the air backwards now. It's off the Roosters here. Cobbo. And oh, goodness me, that was all over the place. It was completely fine, though, and it ends up with the Sydney Roosters now, legend. Sydney Roosters with it here. Over to the right. Connor Watson gets it to Wong here. To add on this question, though, mate, we're winning all levels, bro. We're beating the Raiders. We're winning Senior, Cup, SG Ball, Lisa Folau, all of them, bro. We're winning all of them, man. We're winning every single one, legend. Sydney Roosters. James Tedesco held on the 30 here to Phil White. And White tackled. Watson to Sandon Smith. Smith, come on. He kicks low. The ball's too far. It's out of play there, Cobbo. 5 minutes to go in this game here. Sydney Roosters, pat yourselves on the back. This has been a terrific performance from you. You two have started it. Dolphins started it. Roosters continued it. And Parramatta needs to finish it, legends. Bring on tomorrow, Saturday, legends. We're going to do it. Gotta do it, touching me, touching you, sweet Parramatta, ba 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 ba. Imagine if Storm go down to the Warriors, that would be a trifecta of upsets. It would be John Tepu, imagine. I mean, don't rule it out. I think the Warriors are a chance against the Storm just because of the history. Through the middle. The Broncos get up on it. Billy Walters never falters to the left here. Ends up going out of play here. It was a pretty poor pass there from the Broncos. And bye it is. 4 minutes to go. 10-point gap. 16-26 it remains. It's pretty crazy to think about, John Tepu, that there's actually a chance, man. Genuine chance of it all happening, all going down. It's about to go down in a minute. Julius. Daniel Tupou now. Through the middle, I'm just wowed. Wow. James Tedesco gets it to Dom Young here. Dominic Young, they're going to beat all the good teams and lose to the poor teams. That's what's going to happen here. They are, William. That's why I'm saying that it's not impossible that the Wars win. They're the huge bogey team for the Storm, legend. Huge bogey team for them. They're like the definition of a bogey side for them the last few games that they've played. Radley goes to Watson. Now Phil White here. White through the line. Dragons are also a bogey team for them. Para were once a bogey team, but it's kind of 50-50 now. Clearance in the air over through the middle here. Plenty of Roosters chase on it. Hit backwards now. Watson loses it into the Broncos, I reckon, and it should be a Broncos ball there. Unless they claim that a Bronco it came off, which would be even rougher for them. Good effort from Watson, though. And we got a challenge. We got a captain's challenge, legends, coming up here right at the end of the game, folks. Nothing to lose, right? Nothing to lose from the Broncos in challenging this one at the moment here. Don't jinx us as Mel. Wait, Mel, you are the jinxy jinx. How can we jinx if you're the jinxy? Like, we can't out-jinx the jinxes, right? Can't out-jinxy jinx. Walsh and Tedesco. Tedesco hit it back, and then Walsh. Yeah, but it's a knock on Broncos. No, it's a knock on Broncos. Walsh doesn't approve of the decision. You see the shake in his head there watching it. He doesn't agree with that. Doesn't agree with that at all, Mr. Reece Walsh there. Mr. Reece Walsh, good grab there, legends. And here we go, folks. Replay of it all here. Savala now. Savala defeated the scrum now. Watson over to the left here. And Robert Toa into the line there. Tackled onto the ground here. Watson gets it to White again here. White through it. Oh my God, Walsh that Mo. They're all over the place, legend. All over the place. The Broncos background seems to lack the dynamic power. They do indeed, Nards. They do indeed seem to lack that dynamic power, legend, at the moment. Just 2 minutes left in this game, and man, oh man, what a game. What a game. Far out, man. What a game this was. What a game this was. The injustice, man. Now the Sydney Roosters. Feeding the scrum to the left here. Now James Tedesco. Tedesco. Forward now. And just 10 away from the Brisbane's line here. Now Butcher. Roosters deserve the win. They do, Nuts. They really do. They really deserve the win today. They earned it. Watson running through the middle here. Watson held back. They're a deadly combo, says William Hunt. A deadly combo. And we've got another challenge, mate. It's Challenge Central at the end of this game, isn't it? Challenge Central, bruv. Are you kidding me? With a minute and a half to go. Well, actually, it's pretty much just a minute to go, legends. The Sydney Roosters have a challenge. Watson knocks it on. Challenge is unsuccessful there from the Sydney Roosters, legends. And it will be the Broncos ball with about a minute to go, guys. 78 minutes and 46 seconds gone by so far in an 80-minute game, you know. A minute 10 seconds if you want to be technical, but like, come on, right? Or 14 seconds. Like, no, come on. Like, it's not. It is, 1 minute. Ben Hunt to the right here. Gets to Wilson here. David Wilson for the line here. Reece Walsh. No, it's actually going to be Walters, who never falters, going to Hunt. Ben Hunt to Reynolds. Reynolds over back to Hunt again. Here we go through. Tackled on it now. Walters. Paytas. Offloads to Walters. Billy Walters here. They're just going to play. They're going to look at last try wins, legends. They're going to look at last try wins here. Third tackle now. Reynolds gets it to Paytas there. Paytas now, fending them off here. Pamper 16. They are, Mel. There's just one more club that needs to get the job done. There's just one more club. Roosters down the left side here. Tupou tackled there. And it's now a full set for the Roosters. They'll play it out. 20 seconds to go. Unbelievable. Sydney Roosters here. Congrats to the Roosters. Good night, TJC and everyone. Good night, William Hunt, mate. I hope you had a legendary night. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it is ball time! The Sydney Roosters have bested the Broncos 26-16. Just 10 points. 10-point difference. What a victory for them. And the Panthers bubble continues to twist, legends. If the Eels win tomorrow, the ultimate day for every rugby league fan has been granted. If you enjoyed the streams, legends, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Congrats on 11th, mate. I'll see you guys tomorrow for my mighty Parramatta Eels. Appreciate every single one of you. This has been legendary. Congrats to the Roosters. Great to have you all here. And shout out to our only donation tonight, William Hunt. We love you, bro.